Today, on Summoner's Rift, we shall bring the fight to the enemy.
No, you will not bring the fight to the enemy. The enemy
yes, we
will.
will.
Fight to you.
No.
Because you are a lazy son of a bitch.
Fair maiden, I beg of you to watch your tone.
It's a method that says fight.
Watch your tongue, knave.
She is not a knave, she is a maiden.
Support.
Support!
Steed!
Called support.
I cannot find my true form. I have found
By
it.
my will, this shall be finished.
Yep. What?
Good night, maiden's parents.
Tony says goodnight.
Okay.
Yeah, probably.
I can actually play Corky this time.
Yeah.
Alright, so...
Set fire to the rain.
Okay, so let me get this straight. We have a king, a unicorn, a bird,
Steed.
an angel, and a midget in a jet plane.
Do you mock?
Well, batteries
mock
normally.
us?
How dare you make fun of our jet plane?
I feel like going so.
He is made with the most
Speaking
recent
that-
ingredients and is probably one of our most advanced technologies in the kingdom.
It's a floating dragon.
Tony,
Yes.
get me a kale skin.
Why do you want the kale skin, madam?
Hmm?
Why would you like a kale skin?
Cause I like kale.
You have not even played 3 games with her.
I like her. I like her a lot.
The instant I go buy RP, I will find out you have botted it already, and then I will have wasted my money.
Okay, well, in all truth, I didn't buy Quinn. I got it gifted to me without my choice.
Because you
Just
begged.
so you know.
That happened to me today.
It's because we're girls. We get stuff gifted to us.
Basically.
Yeah.
I was like
Like-
about to say, to speak for all guys here, we don't typically get gifts.
I get gifts because I am the king. I was gifted a pony and a nice suit for when I go hammer form in the top lane.
I gift myself things because I have money.
Am I against an APE?
Shut up, Squire! Nobody asked you!
Knave!
Oh,
How dare you call me a knave!
I don't want to gank that you.
Because he's just gonna
Because
Look at that load
he's just
time.
gonna
and I
meditate.
fucking
It
hate
seems I am
AP.
fighting a
I
bear.
hate
Load time.
He's just gonna
Simply,
he's just gonna meditate.
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 Debate.
The masturbator he is.
He's a metabator.
Oh, I should have gone down, got a drink. God damn it. Yeah.
Shall I fetch you a drink?
Yes.
Damn it, now I have to get 2 drinks.
2 drinks you owe me now.
what? Oh, never mind.
Watch, I'm actually gonna come up there and like have a glass of a glass in my backpack and 2 bottles of water, and just pour it right in front of you and just give it to you. Just
Yep.
not even
You
care.
better, okay? You better.
I will.
How do you all know each other?
The instant I get off that plane is just gonna be me coming out with a glass of water. It's just how it's gonna work.
Well, I knew Strat and Peanut from Mikey.
Who is this peanut you speak of?
He is knave.
I am the king.
Foes.
The king's a nut, that's for sure.
You are the royal
Peasant.
I was sitting
victor.
here wondering, why am I lagging? But that's because my freaking cord unplugged.
I don't even
It's really
remember what
weird
to
when
do.
my cord for plugging in my laptop unplugs, my laptop starts lagging. It's really weird. My wings are so majestic, oh so majestic, oh so majestic, but not as majestic as the Quins do 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 do.
What? How did you? The people
Maiden,
that
I
come up
require
with these
you
sounds
to not
right
do
on
that
fly.
again.
Marcus,
Yes, Squire.
help!
What are you doing, Squire?
I don't know what's happening.
Squire, you must control yourself.
I can't.
I shall play music.
Play the song of our people, Sona. I mean, Steed.
It's been a long time
And
since
she's like.
What did you say, maiden?
it's been a long time since I've seen like Sona's default.
We shall rest when we are dead.
It's its
Oh
waffle.
my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Oh crap! Damn it.
No quarter for the wicked.
You sound scary.
At it.
Stop laughing, please. You sound very scary.
I'm gonna get a smiteless or a smite.
Oh, no. There you go, Nate.
Yeah.
I mean, maiden. Wow. Terrible.
Anyway.
Stand with me,
Ha!
brothers.
It seems the bear and I have started off with the same items.
Shit. Except for you win because you have like 10 more attack damage than him.
Indeed.
Get out of the bush, Tarek. I know you're in
Four.
there.
Get out of here, Tarek.
Where is my mid lane?
Today is a good day to die.
Damn it.
That was bad.
I know.
Where is the Yi?
No.
The Yi is MIA.
Now and forever.
It appears that I may be losing my lane.
To a bear.
Indeed.
Stand with me, brothers.
Coming to
and
lane gank
sisters.
the bottom lane.
Okie dokie.
I am definitely going to lose my
Oh.
lane. I have no idea what I'm doing.
No quarter.
Or her Q skills off of AD as well. Interesting.
No.
I apparently don't know how to last hit at all.
Okay, don't push your lane. Don't push your lane, people.
The faithful.
I have won this battle in the top lane, for the
That's a
bear does
silly
not
bear.
have a brain.
What a silly knave
He
bear.
was trying to go hibernate,
Silly bear.
and I poked him in the back, and
What
he
a
died.
silly bear.
King.
Silly bear.
This bear must learn
Oh God,
not to
I'm stuck in
hibernate
a
in
trap.
lane.
Do not walk back over here, I swear to God.
Like, don't reveal her.
Oh.
Don't reveal her position.
Kill that minion. Kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it.
Oh, hello, Tarek. How are you? Are you enjoying our
Today is a
company?
good day to
I'm
die.
sure you are.
Squire, you have acquired another kill.
I have acquired a kill!
Good job, Squire. I shall give you 300 rubles for that kill.
Rubles?
Yo.
Yo,
Rubles.
rubles.
I shall give you rubles.
I use my one. What the fuck? Ugh. Whatever.
Is the silly bear back?
The silly bear has
Find me
returned.
greater.
Tell
I'm
him
apparently
I said
His
leaning
name
versus
is
their
Mega Willy.
Mega Willy.
Mega Willy.
There's such a thing.
I have never heard of such things. It kind of
Mega
frightens
Willy.
me.
We shall rest when we are dead.
Is that like...
Well, we're
when
gonna
someone
gank
puts their
the
finger in
jungler.
there?
Ah, I'm dying.
Come this way, come down, down, down. Oh, okay, never mind.
Whoopsies.
You stepped on a trap!
Now and forever.
Oh, you got this, Cal. Oh, you flashed.
Tarek, there is no use. You shall die.
You got it?
Who dares defy my will?
What?
Did he get away?
No, you're not allowed to work, bitch. You're not allowed to work. No, no, no.
Oh, hell no. Stay away from my support.
I shall say.
Tarek, how dare you?
Oh, please.
How dare you enter our lands
Challenge.
Oh, okay. Oh, hello. I haven't played Sona.
uninvited.
Fight me, bear!
Find me great.
Come gank bot after, please.
What's a silly bear?
Well, this is uneventful.
I have popped the bear's Care Bear package passive.
Care Bear package passive.
Today is a good day to die.
I may need assistance though, for I have low
Why
mana.
did you get hit? Why did you get hit? I just healed you.
I don't know.
You bastard!
The king.
I'm sorry.
You are putting my efforts to waste.
Maiden, I may need assistance.
I called her first.
I still may need assistance.
Keep
No,
Get
going.
away from my turret.
Damn it, I have failed.
What a stupid idiot.
Blood clot.
It
I
seems
shall do a roundabout and
that
get
I will
more
lose this battle.
Excuse me.
This one's going.
Bless you. Oh, hell no.
Oh, hell no.
I'm not there. I hope you know that.
Yeah, I know.
We shall rest when we
Why,
are dead.
Malachi? Why would you do it? I'm just gonna run away now. Kale, would it be possible to get that blue buff when I get back?
Yep.
Sweet.
It seems I must rethink my tactics in the top lane,
Tarek!
Move onward.
Ow.
for I cannot fight Volibear on my own.
Can they push these goddamn fucking minions faster?
The map
Why,
is
hello,
over.
Kale.
Now,
Do you fly by here often?
No, actually, I do not. I usually take another route.
You float here often. Ah!
protect the faithful.
Volibear, you are a very worthy opponent, for I cannot kill you at all.
He is a silly bear.
No quarter for
For
the
all you have to
I-
do is build health.
I am coming top.
I wish you came sooner.
I'm sorry.
I record for this. Wait, back away from my carry, damn it.
Get away!
ours is but to die.
I feel bad for this.
Maiden, if you do not get this kill, I will be very disappointed.
Why?
Are you fucking serious?
Well, I have failed the top lane.
Why?
Forget my lane and make sure the other lanes get fed.
I feel so bad. Oh, I feel even worse.
Do you not
Wow.
have Ignite?
No, I used it earlier when I
It's a good
needed your
day
help
to
earlier.
die.
You should only use your Ignite.
Eat the
once
turret, Dave.
And that's why, because his passive was up.
Oh, fuck. His passive was up again.
Yep. Because he's Volibear. Care Bear package is OP.
Yeah.
Did you really?
Yeah, apparently. Apparently this turd is actually very powerful. I
Sakes.
wasn't aware.
It seems our squire is getting fed, which is good, because I am failing
Brothers and sisters.
very hard.
I have 2k gold, I am rich!
You have 2k rubles, you mean?
Rubles. Sorry.
Rubles.
Oh, hello
I'm so
there.
sorry.
How are you doing today?
I have offended
Oh,
you.
why would you
We
flash?
shall rest
Back
when we
here.
are dead.
I will not return until I have enough for what I want.
No, ye. Why would you do it, ye?
Eat! My damn it.
Righteous retribution.
I'm just gonna keep poking you, Tarek.
Why am
Because I am at
so-
a range where I do not need to be afraid.
Go, Devin.
You've got to be fucking kidding me. You've got to be fucking kidding me.
At least I got my buffs back. That's good.
We have won this battle today.
Let's get
As
closer.
a silly
No,
bear
no.
learned his lesson.
Hey,
No, he left.
fun you. Stay out of my bush.
Get away!
Uh-oh.
Ah!
Yeah, I'm saving up mana for my ult, so be ready.
I am
Volibear is too strong for me
Why,
to
thank you.
fight, for I will have to stay under. Wow, he could probably just tower dive me actually.
Just chunking towers.
Oh, I missed it. Ah, oh god. Oh. Whee! Such a terrible, 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 terrible stun.
That was really bad.
I am coming.
I've seen better stuns.
Onward!
The faithful.
Not even doing it! Doing what? What else?
That was a very weird gank. That's why.
It was very
Very weird.
successful. Don't worry about it.
Dares
Just wait,
defy
oh my
my
God.
will.
It was all part of our plan.
Oh my gosh, you are.
It's all part of the plan. It's to confuse them.
Yeah, that's exactly what it's for.
Uh-oh.
Get
Ah!
away, you damn tree.
Oh, well,
Shall
I'm
not
down,
kill
I'm
me.
down, I'm down.
You son of a bitch killed my support.
I feel like not a good player.
I'm gonna help you push
killing
these
this
out,
Yi.
cause like, yeah.
Get away from my turds.
Bot lane. Let me show mid first.
Woo!
I should have bought some wards, but nah.
Now and forever.
Eat them. Oh,
Kind of lacking in mana.
so she tried to ult you
Instead of you, yeah.
instead of me. GG.
And then his passive goes off?
You gotta be kidding me.
Oh, boy.
Damn it.
No mana.
Mid-
There we go.
Woo! I'm going back now. I'm gonna go back now. I'm really low.
Thank you, blue buff.
No, Yi, don't do it, bro.
Bye.
Bro.
Bro. Wax.
Bro.
Oh, this
Stop
Yi
it.
is going hard.
Bro.
You just got an unofficial quadra.
We shall rest
Yeah.
in your dead.
Too bad the bear was at top. No pentas.
Oh, I was tempted to take it.
Every easy game I do so bad, and it makes me really mad.
Don't let there once.
Directly for Triforce OP.
When you get back to lane, Corky, we're gonna do dragon.
For the wicked.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm gonna head down there. If Nivi would like to push his lane and then come with us.
Yeah.
Ricky, bring it here!
I'd like to have some kill potential now, so I'm gonna face roll this Caitlyn.
Push the lane, Anivia.
You have no mana!
I shall destroy you!
Actually, I have no ag. This might not be the smartest
Get
idea.
the Tauric! Get the Tauric! Oh my gosh!
I'm going!
Yeah!
There we go. Hope I'm not late.
Yeah, man.
Warded,
my
but who the
bomb.
fuck cares?
I hit him!
Today is
Ow.
a good day.
It's a Caitlyn. Hi, Caitlyn. Say hello to the camera. It's a bear. There's a bear and a Caitlyn and a
You
person.
silly
No.
bear. Oh crap, no! Ah.
Set us up.
Oh dear, where am I
shit.
going?
I will ult from afar.
Who is the
I shall
focus?
ult from afar.
Who is oh
We must run, Squire, for we have
I will
failed.
run!
Who is
I
the
will not
focus?
die.
Who is the focus?
I will see you later,
Molly
Squire.
Bear, don't do this!
I'm
Molly
just
Bear,
like,
no! Don't kill me, no!
legit, I was just like casually walking around. I'm like, I'm just gonna walk around like a little douchebag.
The bear has eaten the dragon. Or the midget flying a dragon.
It seems that I am not a very good king, for I have no idea what I am doing.
Today is
You
a good day
knaves.
to die.
Don't worry, the bird is coming.
This
Is
does
the
not
bird
really
the bird.
satisfy me.
Oh god, oh
going to
god, oh god, oh god. Run to me, run to me!
I was honestly about to say, if he didn't fucking die.
Stand with me, brothers and sisters.
Back here!
I
No,
shall
Caitlyn.
destroy everyone.
I just want the hugs.
Give
I
him
just wanna say
penta.
hi. Come on, come on,
Pentakill.
guys. Please don't be like this.
a pentakill!
Saying hi.
I just want a hug.
Come back.
I just want a hug.
Oh,
Please.
I'm getting kited
Please,
so-
please.
Oh
Just keep
my.
eating my bombs. Keep eating them. Please.
Oh, no, no.
Keep
this
eating
is-
everything of mine.
I have
Somebody
no
go
egg.
top in mid. Yes. I'm
For my
Sorry, I'll
How's it
stop
now?
thinking. Yes.
9:39.
So
It
bad.
seems our steed does not wait. I have no idea what I'm trying to say. This is why I need to stop being on mic. I have no idea what I am trying to say.
Redu buff. Redu buff.
Yeah, that's right. Run, you dick.
It seems that there is
my
a Master
God.
Yi in your lane who has
What a bunch of
acquired
little
his ultimate.
queers, God.
We shall rest when we are dead.
I am afraid.
I am apparently going to rest when I am dead.
Oh look, it's Master Yi. Hey there, Master Yi. How's it going? I'm just gonna run away because you could probably eat my face. Hello.
Protect the faithful.
Uh-oh.
No! Stay away from her!
Come back, Yi. I want the hugs.
I have my ult, so I can just ult them and you know, if they push a little.
Yeah.
The samurai of the east did not see
No,
it coming.
Mayokai, stop it! Go away! Woo! Alright, time to go.
Uh-oh.
No, no, no.
I
Oh.
really
Help.
Map awareness.
Help.
Awareness, map
Help.
awareness.
Help.
Help!
oh, maybe around.
Please.
Help!
Oh, I could have taken down the fucking gate.
Now,
Well, why didn't you?
Steed! Why will you not do your job?
I am doing my job, but this freaking tree was up my ass.
Steed, you are supposed to ride us to victory. Why are you not riding us to victory?
Because I'm not playing Steed right now. Hello. I'm
You
doing
are obviously playing the role of the steed.
Burn
Steed.
flash for that.
I love a challenge.
Well, I got 8.
It's coming for me. Liz, no.
I am coming, Icebird.
There's a giant tree.
Don't die, please. Just don't die.
I am on my way!
Tree.
Messenger! No!
Samurai.
Oh,
We have lost the messenger. I repeat, we have lost the messenger.
Lost the
Dares
pigeon.
defy my will.
Rookie.
Trying to
We lost the pigeon.
That bitch! Hello! Hey!
Stand with my brothers and sisters.
Why can I not get a kill? Like, can I please have one?
Maiden, I do not want to hear your bickering, for I am 1 in 3.
At least you have a kill.
At least you have a sit. Wait.
The faithful.
At least you haven't died very much. I just don't know how to play this game, so I'm very bad.
Come here. Come here.
I have no mana, Maiden.
I don't fucking care.
I do. And
Oh,
so
now
does
I
that
do.
tree.
Caitlin, if you don't stop being annoying, I shall have to kill you.
Holy shit!
Like I said, he is fed.
Bear.
Today is a
Stop
good
doing
Why
that.
have you fed the bear? He must be in hibernation. Hello, it's winter.
Oh god.
Why is the bear not in hibernation, people?
Because I fed him. Because I am terrible at this game.
Are they? That's Caitlin. Caitlin, stop being distracting.
Get out of here, dog! Oh shit.
That's a Tarek and a Caitlin.
Yep.
We shall push this turret to the end.
Free turret, go, go, go!
Woo! And now we shall retreat.
Retreat, please.
Retreat to the
We are
forest.
dead.
And help the pigeon!
Oh my god.
Oh god.
Fuck your shit.
No!
Uh,
help the pigeon!
pigeon.
Help the pigeon!
We must go help our pigeon.
Our bird thing.
Oh god, no, Volleybar, stop
Oh god, no, please.
it. Woo!
Ah!
Oh.
Why did it have to end like this?
I honestly
Because-
don't think we're gonna win.
Nah, man. Well, look at bot. Hello,
Just for the
minion.
simple fact that that fucking bully bear is.
Well, I apologize for
No, it's
beating
not.
the bear.
No, it's not even you.
Yes, it is.
No.
The Leandrize will be fine.
The volley bear is 9 and 2,
We shall rest
and that is
when
partly
we
my
are dead.
fault. And as the king of Demacia, I must take responsibility.
Don't do this. Don't do this, Volleybar.
The dies.
For my father, the king.
I'm coming!
Get face rolled!
And he died.
Oh, dang it.
Yeah. Oh.
Next.
Gary's down. And they're down. Oh, what do I do?
Oh, I have no mana.
Oh, what do I do?
What do I
So with no-
do?
what do I do? Why can't I cast Ignite multiple times? What is this?
Kate, like, does no damage.
Oh god, let's go. Flap those wings, Nivea.
It's like, you made me metal.
Messenger, why are you made of metal and why are you supposed to be flying? You should be a ground vehicle thing.
Ground vehicle thing. But I'm
Indeed. We made you into metal. That does not mean you can fly. This does not.
Back in the olden days, they used pigeons.
Steed!
I'm sorry.
Why are you taking the
dance.
king's farm?
See, now I'm on the ground. I'm on the ground now.
Because I want to. I
Steed.
defy you.
Steed, I just want you to know.
I give you the power to fly.
Brothers and sisters.
Oh.
I rebuke you, Satan.
Oh.
Oh
There's a
shit!
Satan in our ranks?
Those people have taken the blessing of
The
the
wicked.
Blue
giant rock thing.
The blue buff
The
des.
spirit of the
Blue
golem.
buff!
Blue buff
The giant rock thing is blue buff.
Where are they?
Who dares
Probably
Where are they?
Learning, maybe? No, I don't
Being
think
dumb.
Nah. Nah.
Really thirsty.
Safe. Not.
I don't.
Oh.
Demacia. Now
I don't.
Yes.
forever.
Where are they? Is my
It's a bear!
Fucking gang up on him.
It's a bear!
The Care Bear package has been set!
Yep, we can push.
Why can't I get any kills?
Squire, shut up. You got early game kills.
No!
I'm sorry, I should probably stop taking all of them.
Ours is but to do and die.
Ah, got a kill.
Demacia!
Master Yi, stop it!
No quarter for the wicked.
Where's the Master Yi?
It seems we have won this battle today.
We have won the battle, but we have not yet won the war.
We will win this war, comrades.
Who dares
As long as the bear
Push
does
to
not
the end.
focus anybody, I think we
Push
can do
to the
this.
end. We are not taking this turret fast enough.
Got back, got back,
It's
got
a
back.
bear!
and
Oh,
forever.
hello, bear.
Oh, that just saved my life, I believe.
It seems I have taken many
No, I'm
wounds.
taking it. I want it. I want
For
it.
my father, the king.
I don't care. I wanted it.
Ollie Bear, you cannot catch me, knave.
Got double buff.
Oh my god, it looks so pretty.
I think I'm gonna try to do dragon by myself. Never mind.
Why are we whispering? Is there a reason?
And you stepped
Oh
on
my
the
god,
trap,
bottom, what the hell?
activated it, but you're flying.
Oh my gosh, what happened to bottom?
We shall rest.
We
when
let
we
it
are
go.
dead.
Ah! No! Caitlin, why?
The pigeon died.
The messenger has been slain.
Pigeon!
Pigeon!
Well, now she has double
Sorry.
buff.
I took a giant shot to the face.
Why would someone shoot a bird?
I wonder.
It is a senseless crime.
It's for food.
Today is a good
Casey,
day
I hope
to
you're not
die.
hearing this.
The Caitlin obviously wanted chicken.
Ah,
But she's not a chicken.
yeah, it's a fucking.
Uh-oh.
Find me
Jarvis!
greater foes.
Okay, bye. Nope.
I am going to pierce that stupid silly bear's armor like it was paper.
In my day, they didn't let armor bears into the league.
Why is there
Ah!
Hello? Guys?
Holy crap!
Oh, jeez, mid lane.
Okay,
Map
leave-
awareness, map awareness, map awareness.
Well, we're gonna get pushed, to be honest.
Thank you, thank you. I appreciate.
Ah,
Eat it!
Thank you for leaving the
There we go.
musician.
good work.
Eat it!
Thank you, thank you. I needed that before. Here comes Holy.
You shall die! Mayokai.
Protect the faith.
Oh, hey there.
Wow, how much health? 22! 22!
Oh, Maokai. There we go. The dragon has breathed the fire of life onto that, well, the fire of death onto that tree.
A good thing trees burn, because if they did not, we would have lost that battle.
We shall not lose this.
Get that frigging in. Oh, never mind. There's only one person dead.
Alright.
Fuck my life.
This is our plan. It's only 26 minutes in, I just realized.
I feel like we have been fighting for an eternity.
Dragon's gone. Fuck.
What a bunch of whores.
I feel really slow for some reason.
Because you are slow.
Now
Chad!
and forever.
Yo,
I want Aetherwing Kale.
I know it's so.
Why are you gonna ask me to get you a kale and then tell everybody that you want it?
Because I want it.
So I'm just not gonna get it for you.
And no, Chad won't buy me it anyway.
So how do I know you're not gonna ask everybody else for it?
But I'm not gonna ask everyone else for it. Buy it, Tony.
This is why I don't buy people things. And then, because I buy it and then everyone's like, oh, I already got it. And then, like, there's no point in me trying to give people stuff.
Look,
I have no choice to win matter. Honestly, I came on one day and it was like, if it win.
Gunman's too good. Oh, no. And... What do I do? Okay, I'm just gonna leave.
No! No!
Yeah.
Stop it!
Shut down. Oh, no, I guess that's come. Come to me! Ah, you
Protect the
bastard.
faithful.
Made me waste my Australias.
They killed me.
Had you have like flashed over the wall or something else, maybe more efficient than jumping and flashing in random directions, you might have been able to live.
Could have been possible.
No, he was a dead man. There was no way of saving him.
I wish they gave Anivia actual, like, tier 2 running speed. It just looks funny with Home Guard.
What? Oh, her really fast flapping?
Yeah. Because some champions, like Nami, have, like, a different running animation
Yeah.
once you hit a...
Nami has it,
By my will.
a couple other people have it, I can't remember who. It's more so the newer champions than the older ones.
Yeah. I know Diana's animation always changes when I, like, slow her, so...
The support is pushing top.
Yes!
Don't worry, guys. AD carry Sona.
Hell yeah.
Today is a good day to die.
It's an armored bear. Run, Sona.
What the fuck? Oh, no, too late.
Oh. To me, Sona. To me. I totally screwed up the
We
pathing
shall
there.
rest when we are
Oh,
dead.
yeah. Nah, man.
Must kill the bear.
The
The
bear
bear's
does not
already out
die.
of here. I think the bear
I
is gone.
want
Protect the
I love Kale's wings.
take the fucking turret. It's
I
400 and
love Kale's wings.
Battleborn's actually pretty nice if you want to get that one too.
Find me
Oh my goodness.
I have Judgment Kale.
Alright,
Yeah, I
let's
have it on
take
my
this
other
top
account.
tower and, you know,
I really like
make
it.
sure our mid tower doesn't fall. No, bear.
I'm pretty sure he could probably 2v1 us, unless you have a Leandres.
They've been warding right beside your race, like going down into the river like all game.
Yay!
Just a tip.
Take him down. Do it.
Ah, passive.
Alenki.
I don't really know what he was trying to do there.
She disconnected.
Oh.
Ow, okay, push. Do it.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean it, I swear.
now and forever.
Tarek, why?
You're getting hit by tower still, dude.
Sona
That
carry. Sona carry. I'll take it. Oh wait, no.
No, I'm dead. Oh god.
For my father.
I don't even mean to take these kills, I'm so sorry.
Wait, there was a Master Yi against us? I didn't even notice. What did
Yeah,
he
I
do?
just killed Master Yi.
What did he do?
He died.
I'm really thirsty.
I just did not notice he was there. We should leave now, my kingdom.
I know, it's because I killed him so fast.
No, don't touch me.
Oh, hell no.
My body's not ready.
Wicked.
No. No.
Don't do it!
Oh yeah, fuck. All that gold is mine.
Cause they
Roll, roll, roll.
What are you doing?
I'm just gonna sit in my
The masses.
base.
Oh,
Now
God.
and forever.
I feel like killing this Caitlyn, even though this is probably going to be me throwing.
That was so fun.
It is me throwing, my friends. I am throwing this game right now so hard.
Fucking job.
Protect the faithful.
He somehow snared me over the wall.
I should probably help the team.
Don't believe me. Don't believe me.
Sona, why?
I see what you
Stand with me, brothers and sisters.
Focus the Yi.
For my father, the king.
Now we must get this Caitlyn, for she thinks she can escape. She might escape, actually.
Oh, the slows.
Find me greater foes.
We shall continue forward to the top lane.
Yeah, do top lane.
I will tank the turret when you guys get here.
It's almost dead, I do believe. Yeah, it's at 3,352 health.
Haha!
You should.
The sneak attack! Anivia, your ice balls are very superb.
Order for the wicked.
Come here, knave! Oh, okay.
Back up, Sona.
Goodbye, Steed. You are a very worthy adversary. Or we may be able to turn this around, even though there's a volley bear who is OP.
Yeah, but we have two people who shred his health like crazy now.
Die.
Who are those?
Ow.
Come on, come on.
That's fine. I don't care. I don't care.
It's alright. Both of the flying people still live. We're okay.
Go minions.
No.
What?
Just the two of us.
Now we go bottom. Now we go bottom. Do 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 do.
Minions got it, man. No! Ay, ay, ay.
Oh. No, that's a giant tree. Damn it, tree.
And
We have lost the messenger once again.
The Iron Bird, who is pointless.
Pointless. I see what you did there, Squire.
Thanks, man.
Dares defy my will.
Why do we sound like a bunch of idiots? Well, actually, I'm the only one. I am the only idiot in this game, for I am 2-7.
Stand with me,
I fed a
brothers
volley
and
bear,
sisters.
and apparently he's still fed. Out the ass. I wonder if I should go into the radio business. Would you guys not agree? I should just do talk hosting.
Call it Knave
Just have
Radio.
like a segment.
Or I should do more shoutcasting of games.
Knave Radio.
Even
why you
though
do
I haven't done that in forever because apparently I was told that I am bad at it.
How are you bad at it?
I don't know, I just don't talk about the game enough apparently.
Who told you that?
Trey.
What?
Why the fuck are you listening to him?
Forever.
Because he is a very angry person in life, and I'd rather not piss him off anymore. Corky, what are you doing? There is a volley bear behind us!
stop it!
My father.
Oh dear.
Yes, that's right. Keep focusing, Mikhail.
You shall fall by our blade!
I love a challenge.
Oh, not my blade apparently. I have slain the tree. The tree. I had to think for a moment because I saw that Kale had slain the man of the east.
Hey, Kisona!
Die, knave! The knave has fallen, and they have surrendered.
They surrendered right before we hit their turn.
And that is how King Javan leads his army to victory.
Alright. And that's me.
Yeah, dies multiple times to the enemy forces.
The enemies did not stand a chance, for I did not feed him at all.
English, motherfucker. Do you speak it?
They are obviously from the place that we know as BR.
Hey, I got my first win. Hooray!
Fuck your first